Jamie, we've had like what, four-ish conversations on
Yeah,
camera
yeah.
here for YouTube, and
Hmm.
you told the story first about how you walked into this body
Yes.
about 2 years ago.
Yep, 2.5 years ago.
Today, yeah, I wanted to curiously explore a topic,
Okay.
and it's a little bit of a darker, confusing topic, and so I
Okay.
wanted to see if we can bring out a lightness
Okay.
to it and
Okay.
with it, and a perspective that helps soothe our
Okay.
nervous
Yeah.
systems around
Yeah.
it. Suzette Perkins, you commented on one of our last videos with Jamie,
Hmm.
and you asked, why would one choose to be a bad person?
Hmm.
Why don't we stay in the goddess's embrace? And then she continued, and really the question is about why are some souls coming into human form and committing acts against each other that are really painful
Hmm.
and really hurtful?
Well, a couple of things. What comes to mind for me, first of all, being human is hard. We're always messing up.
Mm,
So, as good and kind as I try to be, I still do and say things that are unkind,
mm,
even though I don't want to.
mm,
And I'm, working on that. You know, everybody everybody's working through stuff like that. So
mm,
first of all, I think we have to forgive ourselves for those transgressions
mm,
and settle those karmic debts by being forgiving others and forgiving ourselves. But I think what I'm hearing you ask is like, why is there evil in this world? Is that
yeah,
what you're asking?
yeah,
Not just like, why are people mean to each other sometimes? It's like, why is there evil in this world?
yeah. And I would say also like the experience of evil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're here.
Mm, mm,
Like, this is the realm of good and evil,
mm,
duality, polarity, black
yeah,
and white, hot
yeah.
and cold.
This is the realm.
This is it.
This is the
That's why
realm.
you're here.
We're here for
You're
this.
here to experience it because
Woo!
that's
Get on
what
your
shapes
cowboy
your
hats, folks.
soul. Well, it's like, and
Mhm.
like a steel drum, has to be hammered,
Mm,
but it makes beautiful music
mm.
at the end.
Oh, yeah.
But if you don't have the hammer hammering all these spots and
Mm,
making it smooth,
mm,
it's not going to sound very good at the end.
mm.
So you're here to be hammered. But you create beautiful music through that.
Oh,
And keep in mind that you chose to be here,
mm,
first of all.
mhm,
Like, you chose this experience
mm, mm,
completely. You had
mm,
free will to be here. You also
mm,
have free will on your perspective of life. So when you see
mm,
evil, is it evil in the moment because it doesn't feel good, but then can it change later? So I always say, like, I am so incredibly grateful that I have a moment in my life that was both the
mm,
worst moment I've ever experienced in my whole life
mm,
and also became the best moment of my entire life because I made it the best life.
mm,
Like, my free
mm,
will, my choice, my
mm,
perspective, my
mm,
optimism has created, I have the most beautiful life.
mm.
Sammy, it's so beautiful, and I'm so grateful for all of the trauma and the drama and the heartache and the heartbreak. Like,
Mm, mm,
my soul plays such beautiful music now.
mm, mm,
It does.
mm,
And every day I play beautiful music because I get out and I take my dog for a walk every day. I had to take her to a sitter because she was so excited. This is the time that we usually go for our walk in the summer. So we're out in the forest. I go barefoot hiking. I'm in the beer
mm,
choir. I talk to you. I have a podcast that I do with some guys that I've made friends with. I have girlfriends who come over and hang out, and we go out and go dancing. I went salsa dancing last week. Like, all these beautiful experiences, but I still know there is evil in this world,
mm,
and I'm still frightened of it. I
mm,
don't want to experience true evil again. I really
mm,
don't. But
mm,
I also know that if I do, I'm strong enough to handle it this time.
mm.
But it's only because it's, you gotta, I mean, you look buff. How did you get buff?
It hurt.
And what did you do? You had
I
to lift
kept
weights,
doing
right?
this over and it hurt.
And and that tears the muscles, right?
Yeah,
So
it
your
tore them.
muscles would say that the weights were evil
Yeah.
because they hurt.
Yeah. Why are you doing
Right?
this to
Why
me?
are you doing this to me? It hurts so bad. But look at you. You're like totally
Mhm.
ripped now.
Thank you.
You've got strength to do all the things.
I just love that. What a metaphor. Yeah. Like there's a context. Like good and evil can exist here.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
Yeah.
My muscle, whatever, is here. But consciousness is this.
Exactly. I just got cold chills.
That's good because it's hot out.
I know. Look at you all buff. My soul is buff.
My soul's buff.
My soul is so buff.
Is your soul buff?
I'm like walking through life like. And also, I'm thinking about the people who are evil or whatever. So if we imagine this world to be almost like, we're avatars playing in a play with interacting with one another, like when we're not in this container, when we are back out where we are our consciousness, we take the mask off and unzip this body and step out of it. Like I am really grateful to the person that was that I consider to be true evil.
Yes.
Because he is why I had my spiritual awakening.
Yes.
So thank you.
It's in love.
Him. Right. Well, not here in this realm.
Not here, yeah.
Outside of this, like there's just true, pure love. And I know that. And like I know his soul and his consciousness is pure love. And I'm grateful that he's playing that part here. Because I'll be honest with you, I do not want to play the part of evil.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to.
Someone's doing it.
Somebody's got to.
Oof.
So I can just say, you know what? Thank you for that experience. I don't want to continue to be around that. I'm going to separate myself from that, but I can be appreciative. I can have gratitude for that, because without him, I wouldn't be here. I would still be walking completely asleep in a life that is not as expansive as this one. Because I do have the perspective, like you're talking about, of like pulling back and looking at consciousness altogether.
Yeah, taking a break at least from this context that we're very tied into. And that from this solar level, I tied into this to have this experience, to hammer out my art that is this. And our art that is this.
Yeah. And like a guitar, you got to pull the strings really tight.
Oh,
you gotta, like the strings, like how shit that hurts, but you have to, or you're not going to play music. So it's like everything can be considered that. Or I mean, look at this forest. Look at how many things are dead and dying. But are they really dead and dying? No, they're just creating more soil and dirt for more life to come through. And if things didn't die and burn down, you wouldn't be able to regenerate. So I think I think this realm is one of constant regeneration. But you have to consciously be aware of how you are regenerating yourself.
What? Say more. What
Meaning, like, if today I just go lay on my couch and watch Netflix and eat pizza, then tomorrow will reflect that. So what am I regenerating every day? Because, we are new every day. We get the opportunity to create something new every day. And I think of my present moment as being a love letter to my future self. So all this time you spent in the gym was a love letter to now, so that you can look super buff on camera. Look at you.
I'm flushed.
I know. You're editing right now. And you're like, oh my God, yeah, I do look good.
Yeah, I do look good, he said.
I know.
And I'm wearing my chicken shirt that I made, by the way. You can buy this. I made this shirt. It's for sale.
Really? I love it.
Moon or egg?
See, I see a dragon egg.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And that chicken is like, what? I used to be a dragon.
Yes.
I mean,
that's why I love chickens. Oh my God, you just solved it. I love chickens because they're dragons.
You're like, there was a time. Maybe this realm is just the rise of the chicken.
Yeah, okay.
You're both supporting actors.
I need
the story of the phoenix, which is the chicken.
Which is the chicken. Yeah.
Well, my thought is, to chickens, we are evil.
Yes. Well, to the chicken collective, or the chickens that are so abused.
Yeah.
And like the inverse of that, like this distorted worlds, like the inverse of that is like I've heard dear people say, and I feel myself, there's this dragon energy that is in the earth that is wanting to wake up. And that those dragon codes, this dragon energy, awakens our dragon codes, which is our higher mind. Like if you take a lizard and then you go to a dragon, which is like that's the leap that humans from lizard brain to dragon mind. Like we are becoming creators, and we're expanding out of the egg.
Yeah.
The context of the egg of good and evil. We're expanding out of that.
Yeah.
And right now, like through this, and so.
And you're the Dragon Master of your YouTube channel.
I'm the Dragon Master of my YouTube channel. That's my title.
Dragon Master. Yeah. I think anytime you run into something that's sad or mean or whatever, you really think about like, what's the purpose behind this? Why am I encountering this?
Yeah.
And for me, I had a situation on this past Saturday where my friend and I, we were out by the Greenway, and there was a pit bull who had no collar on, no leash, and like fully charged from 20 yards away, and it was scary. I have a tooth mark right here from the dog. It was really, really scary. But she and I, it was like we had this energetic love bubble surrounding us, and my throat chakra was all the way open, and I was like screaming and yelling, and like I wasn't afraid at all. And I've had situations in the past where I've had things happen and I don't use my voice, and so I take responsibility for my inaction in those moments. And so I've been learning in the last 2.5 years since I've been here, because I came in with certain programming to this character I'm playing. And one was to not be very vocal about stuff and be really scared to stand up for herself. So I've been working on standing up for myself. And I did it on Saturday. Like I had the opportunity. And you could on one hand say, well, that was very violent and scary, and this dog almost like killed your dog. I mean, it was really scary. Wow. But I'm like, holy shit, I'm so fucking grateful to that pit bull.
Yeah.
Because I was not afraid at all, and I was screaming at the man, and I mean it was crazy, but I would not trade that moment for anything, because it was like my final exam. I felt like are you going to, when you are in a life or death situation, are you going to speak up for yourself? Are you going to protect the ones that you love? Of course I would do that. Are you going to protect yourself as well? And I did that on Saturday.
Wow.
And so that hammer felt really good.
It gave you the chance to
play music, man.
Play music.
I mean, fully on. I was screaming and yelling, and it was something else. But I appreciate the universe putting me in that position where I got to try out. I got to play a song. And it sounded really good, and I was really proud of it. Amazing. I'm not afraid anymore. I'll kick your ass, Sammy, if I need to.
Yeah, I might. We don't know.
I made a website.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, they can book a time with me. They want to talk to me for half an hour. So it's jamiethewalkin.com.
All right.
I did that on my own.
I
made a website.
Yeah, you made a website.
I did. It just directs to Calendly. Like after school, a couple hours every day I've dedicated if anybody wants to.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Talk to Jamie. So I wanted to mention that I just launched my website as well, or my new website, and it's sammyvanek.com. One of my offerings on my website that I'm moving into is, I call it Miracle Path Activation.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's so like...
That's what this feels like for me, Sammy.
Really?
Yes,
wow.
Seriously, I'm not. I really promise you. That's what this feels like for me. It feels miraculous. And do you know what happened to me the other day? This feels so miraculous. I went barefoot hiking, and there was a man, and he goes, "Are you walking?"
What?
From out of nowhere. And April, I turned and looked at her, and we were like, what in the world? But I was able to say yes. And to me, that's part of the miracle. And you helped me, because you helped me activate that. So whatever we've been doing, if you are capable, like, not capable, you're obviously capable, but if you're willing to do that with other people, like your viewers can actually contact you and work with you individually, I promise you, I don't know, it's invaluable. Like there is no amount of money that I could put on this experience with you, because it's radically changed my life. So thanks for doing it for free for me.
It's the whole swirl. You're incredibly welcome. That is my passion, and my passion is like seeing you, like, and helping, like, discovering through, like, just moving forward, like, who are you? You're a walk-in, okay? Like, and bringing out what we are for this world that so wants it and so needs it and so is ready for transformation that we do individually. And so that's something that I'm offering.
What happens with me is I get like a TV screen almost, like a movie, and I'm seeing the images, and then I'm trying to translate that into words.
Right.
And what you've done through your videos with your music and the graphics that you use, it's as if you were also watching the same TV screen alongside with me, because you put it on the video. And I've never encountered anyone who has that ability. And so I would say that you see the divine messages too, which means you see divinity in everyone. And if you want someone to work with you, you want someone who sees the divine in you, no matter what you've done or what your story is. We're all divine, but we have a lot of shame. And so I've never once felt ashamed with you. It's true.
Thank you, Jamie.
You're welcome,
Thank
Sammy.
you. Thanks for showing up in my life.
Absolutely. Thank you for showing up for me.
And thank us for showing up for you.
Sure.
And thank you for showing up here for yourself. And for us, and for all of us, and what we're creating together in this energy.
And we're kind of hammering each other.
We're hammering each other. Sometimes it hurts.
Sometimes it hurts.
Sometimes it feels great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, we're ending it there. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh my God.